Hey, Shalom Akim. Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, coming with another lesson through the Spirit, Lord willing to be edifying to the Lord's elect. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruchak, Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, is laboring in the word, and is pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. All right, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, to you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. All right, but your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, to the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all, Barak Thumb. All right. And you know, in the wake of this the situation over in the Levant region in West Asia, all right, as we can clearly see with war that broke out, you know what I'm saying, and it's still ongoing. What you need to watch out for, what you need to be, or shall I say, what you need to be mindful of is prophecy, all right, in terms of its order, all right, the order of prophecy, okay, because before this whole thing spirals out of control and they end up and all nations end up in the valley of Yehoshaphat, you know what I'm saying, the valley of Jehoshaphat, things have to happen. All right, things have to happen, and we're seeing it, Salakia, and we're seeing it formulating right now, right? And one thing that the prophets, beginning with our apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone on down, have constantly harped on consistently is that these particular events have to take place, and it is circling around what is known as Jacob's trouble. All right, these events will bring about what's known as Jacob's trouble, in which we're already in it. You know what I'm saying? We're already in it, but we're about to see this thing, all right, go into overdrive. Okay? Go into overdrive. This is why Elder Apostle Ramlab, you know what I'm saying, is calling this year, or you know, this year has been coined the year of apostasy, sellouts, and agents. But the Apostle Ramlab, all right, he adds on to the end, and it's the year of Jacob's trouble because we're in it. You know what I'm saying? This is it. All right? This is it. So I got a video that I want to share with you here, a couple of videos actually. And this is the order of prophecy. All right? Before we enter into the conclusion of this world war, all right, everything has to fall apart. Everything has to fall apart, man. Okay? This economy is going to see its end. Gas is already rising up, all right? And if this thing drags on another week, 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? All right, by the middle of April, it's gonna get extremely bad. You see what I'm saying? Extremely bad. And this is what the prophecies have been saying. Right? Real quick in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right? And that trouble is fast approaching. I was listening to, I forget who I was listening to this morning. Slovakia. I believe it was Elder Karatazar, but nevertheless, he said that this is whoever I was listening to this morning. I know it was one of the brothers. He said that what's coming is going to take people completely off guard, because a lot of people, believe it or not, a lot of people still don't realize the impact that the closing of the Strait of Hormuz, all right, is going to cause. A lot of people don't realize it. Okay, it's not just going to affect gas prices. It's going to affect everything. You see what I'm saying? Because the energy as a whole relies upon this constant flow of oil. You see what I'm saying? The entire system surrounds this oil. You see what I'm saying? And not only is the Strait of Hormuz closed to American businesses and all its allies, okay, but they're also saying that in order to pass the strait, you have to pay in yuan instead of the dollar. You see what I'm saying? So this is only a recipe for disaster that's going to hit, and it's going to hit people where it hurts, and they're not going to expect this thing to happen. All right? So let's get into this video, man. Fair use. All right? This is for educational purposes only. I'm declaring fair use under the Copyright Act of 1976. All right? Let's go.
Trump signed a memorandum to accelerate the deployment of 6G. It says one of the purposes of 6G technology is to operate implantable technologies. So these include many things, but the main purpose will be brain chips, right? So literally brain implants. And recently, a new technology of brain implant was developed by researchers at leading universities called the Biological Interface System to Cortex, BISC, BISC. What this is, it's a very small brain chip that's basically the size of a postage stamp. It will go in the brain through some sort of surgery, and it will install and merge human consciousness with artificial intelligence. And so it's not just BISC, but it is also Neuralink and all the other brain implants incoming. The goal is to literally have some sort of symbiotic relationship with artificial intelligence. This is very worrisome. Once humans merge their consciousness with artificial intelligence, that is it for humanity. And I, for one, will not be taking the 6G AI brain implant. I don't care if I'm left behind. I don't care if I don't have telepathic abilities with other brain chip users. I'm not going to lose my humanity.
Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, all right, a lot of people are not going to have that level of resolve. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to have it. All right. And this is why we, as the hopeful elect, being in this truth, okay, having known the mysteries of this Bible, you know what I'm saying? We have hope. All right. We have hope in being delivered from all this, man. It says, but he shall be saved out of it. You see what I'm saying? So the elect of the nation of Israel is going to be saved out of this troubling time. You see what I'm saying? And in order for this whole scenario to work, all right, in order for this whole situation to come to fruition, the economy must fall apart. All right? And this is not something that's going to remain isolated. It's not something that's going to be only an American problem. It's going to be an everybody problem. This is an every nation is going to be affected. Every nation. You see what I'm saying? But this is the ultimate goal. All right. While you got jokers sitting here talking about the MOTB is sin. It's the flesh. You know what I'm saying? You think it. It's in your head. You think it, and it's in your hand. You do it, and all that goofy shit, man. No, let's just keep it real. All right, plain and simple. That's the scripture say. Write it and make it plain upon tables. This thing is plain to see. It's plain to see. Without this particular device that will be embedded inside of your skin, within your hand or within your head, without this device, you will not be able to participate in society. You will not be able to buy anything, sell anything. You will not be able to have a home, to have a car. You see what I'm saying? This is why they're moving everybody into these electric vehicles. You see what I'm saying? When gas prices is about $12, $20, $30 a gallon. You see what I'm saying? And they start rolling out all these electric vehicles. You see? You see where I'm getting at with this? Okay? So, this is one video, all right, that I wanted to share with you, man. This is the ultimate goal that they're reaching. All right? And they want this thing done by 2030. Okay? While all these characters out here is playing games, you see what I'm saying? They want this thing done by 2030. So, let's get the next video. Bear with me.
For those with eyes that can see, how long do you think we have here in America before things drastically change overnight?
To the average person, I would say get your board in the water and prepare to paddle like all get out. The tsunami of a lifetime is coming, and nothing your elders have seen is going to prepare. There's no good advice to give that's specific. Let's put it this way. One of the things when people tell me about their moving from one city to another, I have a phrase that nobody likes, which is every place is over. Oh, I'm moving to Austin. Yeah, it's over. Miami, it's over. Nashville, over. All these places are over. And every occupation that is named is over. I'm going to be a dentist, radiologist, accountant, teacher. These are all over. Whatever's coming, get flexible. Get good. Get good on a bunch of different stuff. Learn how to think across disciplines. I have no idea what's going to be left for us. But somebody's going to come out on top. And I hate to tell people that you should try to come out on top. I don't think it's healthy to have everyone trying to be world class. I think you should be able to just have a life. And I have a golden retriever. I don't know that it's the greatest golden retriever in the world. Sometimes I think it is, but he does a lot of dumb stuff. But he's my golden retriever. I just don't think it. I think that this mania for optimization, like if you look at your own videos, you'll find some of the best performing videos are, this is how to succeed. This is how to get anyone you want. This is how to get out of a bad situation. People just want capacity. But for what? Okay, you've optimized your day. You've optimized your health. Your social media is optimized. Now what?
So again, how long do you think we have until things drastically change here?
Right. And as he said, you know what I'm saying? Everything's going to be gone. You know what I'm saying? Everything's being pushed to AI. Everything is being taken. You know what I'm saying? I remember years back when it was what was it, 2016, and I was just going to school for welding. I went to welding school, and I remember that the dean of the school had asked, the head of the school had asked my brother and I, You know what I'm saying? We went to welding school together, and he asked us, um, why do you want to become a welder? You know what we said? We said, we want to weld out in space. We want to be welders out in space. You know what I'm saying? We're big fans of sci-fi movies like the Aliens, um, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So we said we want to weld out in space. And then what else we said? We said if we can't weld out in space, we want to have a trade that we could use in case the world in case we're in an apocalypse situation. So if we're in an apocalypse situation, we will have a trade or a skill that we can lean on. And the head of the school, he looked at us and he was like, wow, I never actually thought of something like that. You know what I'm saying? But when you look at all these different professions like nursing and all these different things, you know, things that's just everybody's go-to profession to get. You know what I'm saying? Hell, no white collar job is safe. You see what I'm saying? And like the man said, this is going to be an absolute tsunami. Okay, a whole wave that's going to engulf this place. You know what I'm saying? And the people are not prepared for the impact. You see what I'm saying? Things are about to change dramatically. This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 15. It says, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be crazy, crazy shit going on, man. I got one more video that I want to share with y'all. All right? It's about to get real. Whatever they finna do, they're going to do it quick. They're going to do it very soon. You see what I'm saying? The prophets, remember, the prophets have warned you of this. As a matter of fact, this is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 20. It says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, ye shall not, yet shall not thy teachers be removed in a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. Okay, when the prophets are out here on the highways and the hedges, on the street corners, when we're doing these videos, you know what I'm saying? These sit downs, all right, we're constantly edifying. And it says, verse 21, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. You see what I'm saying? And through these videos, through watching us on the street corners, all right, beginning with the apostles and elders, you know what I'm saying, bishops and elders, we're giving you warnings. We're giving you advice, or not advice, but we're giving you instructions. All right, we are giving you instructions on how to move. You see what I'm saying? We're giving you that hope, all right, that security that you're gonna need to lean on, man. And that being this truth. It's Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. You see what I'm saying? Through the wisdom, through the knowledge. All right. These are the treasures that's going to keep you in in a healthy fear of the Lord. You see? And through that fear, you're going to seek after him for protection. Because why? He's the one that's going to be bringing all of this. He's the one that's bringing all the chaos. He's the one that's bringing the panic. He's the one. You see what I'm saying? So if you focus on him, all right, if you seek him, the one who's bringing this, the Lord promised that he will protect you. And that's what keeps us safe. That's what keeps us secure. Everyone else who's got their hearts and their their desires in in this world. Take, for example, someone like Anton Daniels, okay, a man who boasts in his wealth. All right. You take someone like I don't know, who's that boxer? That one boxer that flaunts his money, Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. All right. These jokers are not going to be in. They're not going to be turning against this system. They're not going to turn against it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to capitulate. They're going to conform. All right. So, as a matter of fact, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 16. All right. 2nd Esdras chapter 16 and verse 69, it says, "And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot." So the people, all right, these people who don't have this truth, who don't have this faith and the security that we have, this sure word of prophecy that we possess, all right, these people are going to consent. They're going to conform to the ways of this new world that they're bringing. All right. So, one last video before I close it out. Bear with me.
It is not Iran that has sleeper cells all over the United States. It is the country they are at war with. And if the United States does not comply, the country that Iran is at war with will activate those sleeper cells here at home. That's what you're seeing. That's why none of it's making sense. We are in a catch-22, if you will. We're damned if we do, and we're dead if we don't. It is not Iran that has sleeper cells all over the United States. It is the country they are at war with. And if the United States does not comply, the country that Iran is at war with will activate those sleeper cells here at home. That's what you're seeing. That's why none of it's making sense. We are in a catch-22, if you will. We're damned if we do, and we're dead if we don't.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 25. It reads, "Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet. But the law shall perish from the priest, and counsel from the ancients." All right, horrible times are coming. Ezekiel 21. Ezekiel 21 and verse 8. All right. And notice what he said. He said the country that Iran is at war with. Okay, you know the nation that they are at war with. Okay, and it's that very nation who has these agents within Babylon the Great. Okay, and it's about to get on and popping very soon. You see what I'm saying? This is Ezekiel 21 and 8. It says, "Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, prophesy, and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and is also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished, to give it into the hand of the slayer." And this is that time that's coming, man. All right? This is what the prophets have been warning about. This is what Yahushua has said. and warned to his disciples. All right, we're about to see it all. We're about to see it all, man. All right. So stay prayed up, remain circumspect. All right. Move wisely. Don't go into large crowded areas. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be out shopping, don't be doing no shopping for more than what you need. You see what I'm saying? Taking forever. Don't be doing all that stuff, man. I know you women got a very bad habit of doing that. Don't do that. You see what I'm saying? You go shopping, you go get your shit, you go back home. Take your ass home. You know what I'm saying? Because we are not in good times. Things will only escalate from here. Things are only going to get worse. You see what I'm saying? Here you got your boy Trump talking about possible ceasefire. Let's get a ceasefire going and whatnot. And all right, and Iran is setting out their demands for ceasefire. Their what's the name? Their conditions. All right, so they're going to try and talk about peace, but we understand what happens when they say peace and safety. All right, we understand what happens when they say peace and safety, man. All right, and we know damn well that these Amalekites want that land. These Amalekites want the Persians gone. You see? So put two and two together, man. This ain't over. You see what I'm saying? And this economy is about to fall. So I'm going to cut that there. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I've grown in this truth under. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.